yesterday my C8 Stingray gave me the creep mode unavailable warning, which basically means that when you are stopped in drive and you let your foot off the brake, the car will not creep forward. Then when you give it gas and it engages those dual clutches, it's really rough and abrupt to start moving forward. So we're gonna scan codes and take this thing to the dealership and see if we can figure out what's going on. Now, the only thing done to this car is it has a Borla exhaust. Other than that, it's a 2020 C8 Stingray bone stock. And I don't bag drive this car, like I've never done a burnout with it. It has 13,000 kilometers. Who knows, maybe the problem will be miraculously gone today. Let's check it out. The creep mode unavailable warning isn't on right now, but we do have engine lights. Now, this car does have engine lights because I don't have the active fuel management valves on the exhaust, but I'm pretty sure we got new engine lights now because of the creep mode thing. So let's see how it drives. Today, it's creeping, so that's good. But yesterday it wouldn't creep, and if you were just at a red light, it would like jerk the car forward and backwards with the brakes applied. Maybe it will start acting up once the transmission gets warm. All right, we're gonna do a code scan and see what comes up here. All right, so we got a P0700 transmission control module requested malfunction indicator lamp. The other code is for the AFM valves, so that's to be expected. Bruh. Like I said, the car's running pretty good today. I'm still gonna take it to the dealer and have them look over it because Google searching this, it seems like it's a more common issue and it can be a fairly big repair. Okay, but now I have it in reverse, foot's off the brake, and we're not moving. Look at that. It's almost like the park brake is on. Let's go drive. Jesus, did you hear that? It just engaged, so something is definitely, oh, there we go. Idle creep, temporary disabled. This thing's going to the dealer for sure. Look at that. Put it in drive. Now it's creeping and the code is gone. I don't know, man. Something's not right here. It drives fine when you're moving. It's just the starting and stopping that gives issues sometimes. So let's see if it acts up again. It's like, it feels weird. It doesn't creep forward like it should. It's kind of delayed. It's not driving horribly right now, but I can still tell something's not right. I went to wash the car before I brought it to the dealer and now I'm stuck. Won't go in reverse. There we go. What a weird situation. It's like it won't go in reverse until it goes forward, and the clutch is super glitchy. Very careful right now. Get this thing to the dealership ASAP. It's getting worse the more I drive it. It's like just randomly going in neutral and revving up on the highway. I'm starting to get worried that I'm not even gonna make it to the dealership. Be stuck on the side of the road with a freaking C8 Corvette. See, look, we're getting the idle creep message coming back. It wasn't even giving me a gear. I have the foot off the brake and we're not creeping right now. See how lurchy it is? Oh my goodness, I'm so worried. But yeah, like randomly the D will go gray and it won't have a number next to it. Something is not right. Look at that, it just went from gear 1 to gear 3. And I'm in drive. It went from gear 3 to gear 5. Oh my goodness. She's cooked. We just gotta make it to the friggin' dealership. And now it just went from gear 5 to gear 7. So it's skipping all the even number gears right now. As soon as we get off these highways, it gets scary for me because this is where she piles up. Notice the gear. We're in 7th right now. I don't want to have to stop. See, it went to 5. Oh man, I don't like stopping because sometimes it doesn't want to go. There, look, drive went away. We're not in a gear right now. There, now it just lurched into first gear. Now it went to 3rd. Oh my goodness. Oh, it is running rough. Way worse than yesterday. Oh God, red light. Yep, Drive went away, we're not in a gear. Idle creep, temporary disabled. Watch this. There. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh, cop. Put my phone away. Another red light. Oh man, we're in third gear still for some reason. 0 kilometers an hour and we're just in third gear in drive. Come on. Jesus. Shift, man. Come on, shift. There we go. Oof, man. Okay, we got right away here. I think, kind of. Oh, barely. Oh, man. Guy's honking at me. It's like, can you not tell I'm trying to go? Like, can you hear the car revving? Like, I can't go anywhere. I get so nervous driving a vehicle that like could just break down at any given second, like that's having issues like this, because I don't want to impede traffic. I also don't want to be that sucker on the side of the road that's, you know, got his hood up. It's just really stressful. Maybe it's more stressful for me than some people, but I hate this so much. I just can't wait to get there. Like I said, I don't bag drive this car. And when this started happening yesterday, I was literally just putting around the city with my buddy. Like, we weren't in manual mode. We weren't driving it fast or hard. We were just out for a really leisurely cruise. And then it just decides to take an absolute shit. Okay, we're pretty much home free. Dealership is right over there. Could almost push it there from here, worst case. Watch, it's just gonna stroke out on us again here. As long as we don't stop, it's not so bad. I can hear the engine fans running a lot too, which is a little bit interesting because it's not that hot out. Yeah, we're cooked here. There you go. Come on, there you go. Oh my goodness, we made it. Just pulling into the lot right here. I'm going right in one of the bays. Thank God. I could be going a little better. Here are the keys. So it is not going into the even number of gears. So gears 2, 4, 6, and 8, it will not go into. It's way worse than it was yesterday. All right, so it's now 3 weeks in the future. We dropped the car off, and what ended up needing to be replaced was in fact the whole entire transmission. Transmission was back ordered with no ETA, so I'm surprised that it only took 3 weeks to get here. But if we pop this, you can shove it down there and see it's got a shiny new transmission down there. So complete transmission replacement under warranty. On the receipt it shows just the transmission would have been 20,000 Canadian dollars. So really happy that was covered. But yeah, we're gonna take it for a drive and just see how it feels now. And obviously there shouldn't be any engine lights. So, but yeah, if this is happening to you guys, then you may need a transmission. So far so good, no engine lights. I also had them install some valve foolers I bought so that it doesn't throw engine lights for not having the AFM valves in the Borla exhaust. So hopefully those codes don't come back. Look at how nice this is. You let your foot off the brake and the car goes forward. It honestly feels so good and it's shifting so smooth. Better than it ever has since I've owned the car. So I'm assuming this problem was kind of already happening when I bought it and it was just getting worse over time. So I've been driving the car for a few days, having too much fun to film, but yeah, it's been awesome. Definitely need that transmission. With a new transmission, everything's been really good. Just wanted to make this video in case anybody has any similar issues, then you can see what happened to me. Hopefully yours isn't as bad as mine, but I hope you guys did enjoy the video and I hope to see you on another one soon. Thanks for watching.